flat arms. I haven't worked out in like a year. My arms used to be like, ah, and they're like, ah. What's up, y'all? It's Chris, and I'm back with another video. This will be the last video I record for probably a few days. Because I think I got enough content for like the next week or so. Next week and a half, 2 weeks, I don't know. Today's video is going to be about, I'm going to start making some car videos, alright? So I thought I would kick that off with how to properly buy vehicles. Alright, first of all, and I don't have a script, okay? I usually take notes, so sorry if this is all over the place, but my video's been all over the place anyway, and I've had notes, so why make them? The first thing you want to do is never buy a brand new car. Never buy a brand new car. First of all, look, let me tell you, when I met my wife, she had a 2009 Honda Accord base model, right? I haven't seen itch, non-leather, or synthetic leather, some rubber, I don't know, because my Magnum there was rubber, it wasn't no leather. I haven't seen that in a long time. I think I've only had one car, I had two cars. I had two cars that didn't have leather or some variant in it. And that was my first car, a 1989 Ford Tempo, which I only had for 3 months because it was trash. I mean, mine was clean though, but Ford Tempo, ain't nobody getting no girls in that. But then I had a Pontiac Bonneville in college. Let me tell you how shallow I was. I buy this car and I pull up to school in it, and this dude, Brandon, comes out. He's like, oh, boy. He from New Orleans. I cannot do a New Orleans accent. Oh, say, boy, I see you got the new joint. You got the new white car. The new white car over here. Oh, you a little itchy, huh? I'm like, what you talking about? You a little itchy? You a little itchy, scratchy? I said, what you talking about? I see you ain't got no leather. You got that itch. I looked around, and he thought that was funny. That car was gone by the end of the week. And I traded it. I had that car for 5 days. I went immediately and bought something else that had leather in it. I bought a Chrysler Concorde. I think it was a 2001 Pontiac Bonneville, and I traded that joint in for a 2000 Chrysler Concorde. Anyway, so don't buy brand new cars, y'all. The reason you don't want to buy a brand new car is because of depreciation. Oh, that was telling a story about my wife. So anyway, she had itch. She ain't had no leather. She ain't had no nothing. And she paid, it was in 2011. She had just got it. I think it was, she maybe got it in 2010. She paid like $23,000 for it. Used, 1 year old car. So when you are buying a car, it needs to be at least in its third year of that model, okay? So kind of like how when the BMW 7 Series came out with the new version in 2002, but the 2002, 2003 was so terrible they had to extend the warranties all the way up to 100,000 miles. So you would have wanted to have bought the 2004, and they really didn't fix all the problems in 2006, okay? So all of them joints was messed up. You don't want to buy the new refresh, the new model of a car, the new version. You don't want to do that. And that's what she did. She bought 2009, they had changed it. 2008 or now was the first model year of that new refresh. You don't want to do it. It had all types of problems. And she paid 23 grand for it, right? And then we ended up buying a 2002 LS430. Now you might be saying, that's a 2002 though, ain't 2009. Look here, let me tell you, our 2002 LS430 runs many circles around 2009, 2017 Honda Accords, okay? It don't have all the technology, no, it don't have Bluetooth or nothing like that, but the 2004s have Bluetooth, so you get 2004, 2005, 2006 LS430s. Them joints are completely comparable, okay? They have way more features, even still. Air-conditioned seats, you know, rear heated seats and sunshade pushed by the button in the back, you know, a whole lot of stuff, okay? And I only paid $6,000 for that car. Then I got a LX470, 2001 LX470. Again, also I push a little button and the thing drop, and I can make it rise and do Also, it's one of the most capable off-roading vehicles in existence. I paid $8,000 for that. It only had 121,000 miles on it. And for those cars, both of them, similar, very similar engines, they go to 400,000 miles, no problem. Very similar engines, very smooth, quiet rides, way smoother and quieter and faster than her Honda Accord. Lower maintenance than her Honda Accord, believe it or not. I got to put premium gas in them, but still worth it. And I paid $8,000 for that, and it came with 2 sets of rims and fresh tires, you know. Yeah, so, and then I ain't even gonna get into the Volkswagen Phaeton that I bought that joint. Got that for $5,000. Only because they thought it needed a new transmission, but we gonna get into that. They thought it needed a $14,000 transmission. I got the V12, okay, V12. They thought it needed a new transmission, so they were like, "Well, that's 14 grand. The car's worth about $20,000. We'll just say $5,000." And so, guess what it needed? Oil. It needs some transmission fluid, and it had a little transmission leak. Fix that right on up, and we good money. So anyway, my point is, she was like, if I knew that I could have bought a luxury car that's reliable, because everybody tells you that luxury cars are real expensive, they're unreliable. If I'd have known I could have bought that, yeah, 23 grand, she could have bought. Look, I just named 3 cars, and those they didn't even come 23 grand. You're talking about 6,000 plus 8,000, that's 14,000 plus 5, that's $19,000. I got 3 fantastic vehicles, and she still spent $4,000 more than I did. Alright? She paid more in taxes, all that. So, you know, don't buy brand new cars. I spent 7 minutes to say don't buy brand new cars, but you want to buy at least a car that's at least 3 years old, so that one, the depreciation doesn't tear you up, because for most cars, some cars are not like this. But as soon as you put some miles on the thing and it's registered in your name, it's going to lose value, with the exception of some exotics. So if you can afford like a $60,000 car, or you can afford even like a $100,000 car, might almost make sense sometimes to just get the Ford GT. Or, you know, get something that is going to be kind of rare, I don't want to say a certain Corvette. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Just some exotic cars like a Lotus. Certain cars, they actually appreciate or hold their value very well. Another normal car that holds the value very well is a Toyota Tundra. Unbelievable. Unbelievable what those cars cost used. I mean, you might as well get a new one. Seriously. So, now that's probably the only time I recommend just get a new one. Just because, I mean, they like the same price. A 2-year-old one with less than 40,000 miles still under warranty. I mean, you almost paying brand new price for it. You might as well get it brand new and break it in yourself, you know, properly. So that's about the only thing. But most cars, they depreciate. The other reason why you don't want to get a brand new car is because, like I said, you end up with problems, you know, like the 7 Series and how my wife's Honda was messed up. So don't get brand new cars like that. I ain't saying get real old ones, especially if you have kids and you don't want to work on cars and you want something under warranty. Here's a little hack for you. If you get a car, sometimes with a lot of car buyers, what they do is they buy a car and day one they get an extended manufacturer's warranty. So instead of just a 3-year, 30,000 mile, might have 5 years, 60,000 miles on it because it was extended. Now, you can come in 2 years later into a warranty because the previous owner already extended it. So the whole key thing that you want to deal with, the whole key thing is to try to get a car with a warranty. And it takes a little bit of shopping around. A lot of times used car dealerships don't even know that these cars have extended warranties. You got to get the VIN and you got to run the VIN. And there's a website you can go to. I think it's called vehiclehistory.com. You can put in the VIN number and it'll tell you if the warranty is, if they bought an extended warranty on it. Or you could just check with the manufacturer. So if it's a Toyota vehicle and Honda is selling this Toyota, they don't know whether it has an extended warranty. You can go call Toyota and say, hey, I have this, I'm thinking about buying this car. I wanted to know if it had an extended warranty. They'll say, yes, this actually has an extended warranty. The warranty is not going to be up for 3 years. And you know, oh, okay, I could get this car. You get a good deal that way. Um, Now, this video is getting long, so that's pretty much it. You know, you can negotiate if you're going to finance it. You know, sometimes if your credit is very good and you're well qualified, sometimes the manufacturer or dealer you're going to does offer pretty decent financing. But always, always go to a credit union first. See what be armed with all your financing. Go to a credit union first. Say, okay, I'm looking at spending X amount of dollars for a car. What will my monthly payment be? What will my interest rate, and for how many years? And they'll say, oh, it'll be this. So now when you go to the dealership, you're armed with that. And I'll tell you what, it's up to you. It ain't that, I don't want to make this real deep, but I hate the overall car buying process. Like I went with my mother to help her trade her GMC Canyon in, piece of junk, for a Toyota Tundra, and it was just, she's terrible at negotiating, and them people knew it, and it was just a big mess. But just be armed with what you know you're gonna pay. And after that, they say, well, it's gonna cost this, and be like, all right, bye, go somewhere else. Somebody else will give you the deal, okay? Be prepared to walk away. That's pretty much it, man. Don't let these car salesmen tell you what you're going to pay and what you need to do. They just try to make some money. They don't care nothing about you, unfortunately. So that's it. I don't really have a whole lot of tips. Just don't buy cars brand new unless it's a Toyota Tundra or a Tacoma or something like that, because they hold their value. Do your research, okay? And then don't buy brand new model years. I don't care what it is. It could be a Toyota Tundra, anything. Don't buy the brand new version of that model, because they all have problems, man. Look, we're the guinea pigs, okay? They don't really know whether a car is in tip-top shape or what's really wrong with it, with their new engine or new transmission or this new design. Yes, the redesign. Don't buy the new redesigned ones until, you know, a whole bunch of people bought them and they driving them around. That's why that GMC Canyon was trash. I told my mother, she never listens to me. Told her a long time ago, don't buy Maytag. She said, I need new appliances in my house. What should I get? I said, get anything but Maytag. I used to sell appliances. I said, get anything but Maytag. What she go do? Buy nothing but Maytag stuff. The refrigerator is messed up. The range doesn't work right. And just a few months ago, she's never used the dishwasher. She's never used it. Never used it, y'all. One day, it just starts beeping, because it beeping, long beep, you know, and we're like, what is that noise? I looked it up. The control unit went bad. Most people would think, oh, it's because I used it so much. She never used it. It self-destructed. It was set to self-destruct after X amount of time. It's a little computer. It can do that. And so now she needs a new control module. Don't buy Maytag. She did it anyway. So I also told her, don't go buy new stuff. Don't go buy the first model year. She does it anyway with the GMC Canyon. Guess what it has? Transmission problems. And GM ain't fixing it. When people take it in, they say, oh, we're going to reprogram it. They know it just needs a new transmission, but they're not about to replace all these transmissions and all these trucks. It's too much money. Oh, we're going to reprogram it. So it'll work, of course, for a little bit. Then it comes back. Oh, well, we're going to change the fluid. Well, even if you know, like, look, I know it needs a new transmission, just do that. Well, we got to go through these checks and balances first, because it might just be that. Then they're going to change the fluid. It'll get better for a little bit, then they come right back. Then they're going to change the fluid again. And then they'll change the torque converter. And then it'll come back. And then by that time, you out of warranty. And then they'll say, oh, you know what needs a new transmission? It's going to be $6,000. No. So while the thing was jerking and doing all that, I say, look, and hers only had 18,000 miles on it. It was 18,000 miles because she had it right over 3 years. It was out of warranty. She bought it. It was 2016. It was 2019. So the warranty had just ended, and she only had 18,000 miles on it. The transmission been bucking and skipping and jerking. I said, okay. MSRP on that truck was $27,000. Guess what I got her? $27,500 for it from the dealership, and she got that Tundra. And why? Before I go, because this is about to end it. Speaking of trade-ins, don't walk in there and say, hey, yeah, I would like to trade my car in. That comes last. You negotiate the price of the car first. Don't tell them you trade anything in. You negotiate, and once we are all done, okay, yes, okay, this is my interest rate. This is what I want to pay. This is the price of the car. Now I got to trade in. How much would you give me for that? And then have already gone to CarMax, go to, what is it? It is another website. Just go online. I can't remember it right now. I might try to look it up, but then again, I might not. But just go online. Just get quotes from other people for the price of the car. Some places you just type in all the information and they'll give you a quote. I can't remember what it was, but this one place was higher than CarMax, and that's why they gave us so much for the truck, because them people was willing to give, I can't remember what it was, so 27, and they was like, well, we'll beat it by $500. So that's what you want to do. So that's how you buy a car, y'all. Hopefully this was helpful. I'm sorry it was so long. Bye.
Please allow me to introduce myself.